Hey, what's going on guys, my name is Devine and welcome back to a new video on Hypixel Skyblock, and today I will show you guys the easiest way to get 100% crit chance in Hypixel Skyblock. And the first question you may ask yourself is, why do I need 100% crit chance? Well, the answer really is, if you guys go to the end, you guys want to be able to one-shot the Enderman, the Zealots, Obsidian Defenders, etc, and with 100% crit chance, it's just a whole lot easier. There are a few steps to achieving this as fast as possible, and today I will show you guys all the steps. Now, the first step is, since you're mainly going to use this in the end, because there's literally zero reason to get 100% crit chance in any other place, we are going to use Ender Armor. The thing with Ender Armor is, if you guys look at the description, all stats of this armor piece are doubled while on the end island. So everything is doubled. The strength is doubled, crit chance is doubled, crit damage is doubled, health, defense, intelligence, etc. But as you guys can see, we have a full godly piece. This one is godly as well. So you guys can see that your crit chance is 3%. So that would mean that this full set would give us 12% crit chance. But the point is, in the end, it's doubled. So with this full set, you already have 24% crit chance extra, just on top of your basic stats. When we go to our skills, we can see that there's actually one thing that gives us 1% or crit chance, and that is combat. Every single combat level, you guys will get 1% crit chance, and currently I'm level 17, which means that I have 17% extra crit chance, which helps as well when you want to get 100% crit chance. Now, the next thing, a whole bunch of people already know this, of course you want to have a good sword. As you guys can see, we do have a spicy pigment sword, so that is an extra 7% crit chance, but you can basically use any sword, aspect of the end, or actually that's kind of bad in the end. You want to use a leaping sword, pigment sword, aspect of dragons, and you want to apply spicy onto it, and then you will get extra crit chance as well, like 1%, but you know, it's still 1% extra. Then another huge important thing is, of course, using artifacts. As you guys can see in my inventory, I have like the most valuable ones that you actually need, except for the bed talisman. Currently I have 3 artifacts, and the point with artifacts is they give a whole bunch of crit chance. As you guys can see, if you have rare artifacts, they give 3% crit chance with unpleasant, and an epic artifact gives us 6% extra crit chance. So this means that these 3 artifacts together give us an extra 12% crit chance once again. Then in our talisman bag, of course, we do have a whole bunch of cheap talismans. Now, for some reason, I do have an extra bed talisman in here, which I don't really need, so I'm just gonna put that in here. But then you guys can see that I upgraded all of my, cheap talismans, even though there is actually a rare bed talisman. But I'll explain what I'm going to do with these. Most of like the common ones, I apply Itchy. Now, Itchy doesn't give any crit chance; it only gives crit damage. But since I already have 100% crit chance, the extra damage is fine. Then you guys can see with uncommon ones, I either put Itchy, Godly, or Unpleasant onto there. And important to know, or Zealous as well. Zealous gives crit chance, Unpleasant does as well. But Zealous and Godly on uncommon ones are actually the same. So you guys can see 2 strength, 2% crit chance, 2% damage, and then 2 intelligence. So if you need, with all the methods in this video, with combat level, artifacts, blah blah blah, sword, and this one of course. If you guys don't have 100% crit chance, you can choose to upgrade your uncommon talismans to either Unpleasant or Zealous, or Godly, 42% extra crit chance. As you guys go, that's 2% extra, that's 2% extra. These ones are all Itchy for the damage, as I said. This one is Zealous. And you could also choose to make all your common ones Unpleasant, because you get 1% crit chance. So that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's actually 7% more crit chance I could have gotten out of my talismans, but as I said, I don't need it. Then the last thing is critical free potions. It increases crit chance by 20% and crit damage by 30%. Now the reason why these ones are so good, you can actually get them from the gravel collection. So you guys go to gravel, mining, gravel 7. I don't have them unlocked, but most of the time I just buy them from the auction house because they're cheap as hell, or friends supply me critical free potions. Now, as you guys can see, with Enchanted Redstone, you get potions that last around 16 to 17 minutes. But the thing is, we do have a potion affinity artifact, so it increases the duration of any consumed potion by 50% when held in your inventory. This means that this potion is going to run for almost 23 minutes. That's actually insanely good. So, currently, with all the artifacts, with the Ender Armor equipped, we do have 69% crit chance. And if we go to the end, we're going to get an extra... we're going to increase our crit chance because, you know, Ender stats are doubled in the end. So now you guys can see that I have 81% crit chance. Combine that with the potion for 20%, and we have 100% crit chance, which is insanely good. So we're going to bring this potion... As you guys can see, currently I have 100% crit chance and 182 crit damage. Now, I don't have the last upgrade of the Redstone collection unlocked, so I don't have the Greater Talisman bag. That's why I'm keeping a whole bunch of my artifacts in my inventory. Now, I don't have a whole bunch of strength at the moment, just not for my basic stats anyway. Also, for some reason, I, dropped my whole inventory, but if you guys... look at this, I do around 18,000 to Endermans, so that means I one-shot Obsidian Defenders, I one-shot everything in the end, except of course the dragon. I'm just going to walk towards the, Zealots, Obsidian Defenders, all the other stuff that's in the end. I'm going to show you guys 100% crit chance is insanely overpowered. If you guys don't have a good sword, don't go for the pigment sword, go for the leaping one, because leaping is 100% fine for one-shotting stuff with 100% crit chance. So you guys can see we're just basically melting through everything in here. As I said, you guys have maybe, you guys maybe have seen this on my stream. Most of the time I just run around with this potion equipped. And as you guys can see, my critical free, it's still running for 24 minutes. So that means when we equipped it, we actually had 25 minutes or 24 minutes of critical free, which is actually insane. So Obsidian Defenders, they're still obnoxious, they're just, running stupidly fast. But at least you one-shot them, so you're just going to lure them into a corner most of the time, because that's easier. Zealots are still OP, because they do damage. But you kind of never die with this set if they won't harass you. And 100% crit chance is just OP anyway. Anyway guys, I hope this tutorial helped you guys out. If you haven't liked the video yet, feel free to do so. I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care guys.